Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis allegedly fleeing moving out of the USA because of Diddy. We got to talk about this. But before we get into it, girl, let me introduce myself. My name is Sebastian. I spill pop culture tea videos every day. If you're looking for a new messy best friend who literally posts every single day, girl, 5 videos a day, all things hot topics, from Diddy to the Kardashians to the Biebers to Selena Gomez, you name it, I'm covering it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would be so grateful. Girl, you can see my man boobs in this bitch. Lucy and Ethel are out to play today, honey. Listen, love yourself, okay? Because we were born this way. We got to talk about Ashton Kutcher because the way that he is being dragged into this whole Diddy mess. Listen, let me tell you something. And we've been covering this since moment one of this. Every single person who had any type of association with Diddy is going to be dragged in here, okay? If you went to all these white parties, if you stood by and watched all these alleged allegations allegedly occur, take a shot every time I say allegedly, then we will be talking about you point blank, period. So anyways, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are allegedly, reportedly, done with it all and want to move to Europe. So it says here, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are back in the limelight for all the wrong reasons. Once again, this time his association with Sean Diddy Combs. The drama has them doubling down on plans to move away from Hollywood and build a new life in Europe instead. A source exclusively tells In Touch. Quote, Ashton's so exasperated that once again he's being dragged through the mud because of his past associations. First it was Danny Masterson, and now it's Diddy, and it's got him convinced that there are way better places out there to live than Hollywood. In his view, this town is just a cesspool at this point. The couple who met on the 70s show in the late 90s spent their summer in Europe and even took their children to night 2 of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour at London's Wembley Stadium in June. Quote, they had such a great time in Europe, and in many ways, the idea of moving there is topping their list right now because they figure that would be such a great place to live and raise their kids with a much more grounded lifestyle. The only thing stopping them from making the move is work because they do still have a lot of business interests in the US. So the concern is that Europe may be too far away. Northern California is very appealing to Ashton because he loves to be around all the tech entrepreneurs, and it's somewhere they could give their kids a more normal life. The bottom line is they want to take the kids out of Hollywood and raise them somewhere more normal and away from all the superficial and backbiting. They've just had it with Hollywood, and just going up to Montecito isn't enough of a clean break. They'd like to go much further away. Let me tell you something, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, okay? First of all, you don't have to move nowhere. Listen, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. You know what I mean? Of course, there's a lot of conspiracies, but there's conspiracies about everybody who had any type of anything with Diddy. That's just the reality of it. Now, a lot of people did not believe Cassie because Diddy and everyone around him was denying all the claims. And then, biddity bobbity boom, it turned out to be real, right? So what I'm saying here is that, Ashton, girl, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. Live your life in Hollywood. Who cares? I do say, I will say, I change, like, you know, changing the tone for a second. I just saw an interview or like a post that Hillary Duff made, or it was going viral, that she was at her kid's like baseball game, right? And that there was this guy who just kept taking pictures of the kids. And she thought it was really weird because he was taking pictures like every 5 seconds, right, of the kids playing soccer or whatever they were playing. And Hillary just kind of got a weird sense that he might not be a parent. So the Karen in her, no, I'm just kidding. So Hillary went and asked the other team's family, like, hey, does anyone know this guy? Then she asked the other, does anyone know this guy? He turned out to be a paparazzi. So she, of course, called the police, and it was this whole thing. And I absolutely, agree that kids should be off limits, right? I definitely believe that any kid living in Hollywood, it must suck. Like all the Kardashian kids, girl, they can't go to a soccer game without 50 paparazzis on them. So one thing I will agree with Ashton and Mila is that Hollywood is not a place to raise your children, in my opinion, if you're that famous, right? But like, is Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis that famous? I'm not trying to be shady, girl, but when was the last movie they made? I don't even remember. I like Mila. I actually really like her as an actress. I think she's kind of funny. She has like her thing. But like there's just something about them lately that and yes, maybe it's all the conspiracies. Maybe it's all the theories. But he had such a close relationship with Diddy that it just really makes you wonder, like, you know, the allegations are so horrific. It's so crazy to me that nobody's speaking out, you know, about them or even against them. Like if, you know, if none of it's true and all these people are his best friends that hung out with him and, you know, business together and, you know, went to all these parties together. If your friend is being dragged and is being, you know, talked about in such horrible manner and all these allegations are just every day growing, wouldn't you want to defend your friend? So it's so crazy to me that everyone's so silent about everything, like, you know, and it really just makes you believe that all these allegations are real. After that Cassie video, I'm telling you, girl, I believe anything and everything that Diddy might be capable of, period. But, you know, it's so funny that this article is out. Of course, it's all alleged, obviously, you know, it's just an article, but, you know, it's so funny because there's also rumors about Beyonce and Jay-Z allegedly moving to Japan. So there's a lot of rumors right now, and take that with a grain of salt, rumors that allegedly Beyonce and Jay-Z are leaving the US. They were spotted in Japan and having a great time, and a lot of people are speculating that allegedly they are interested in leaving the US because they know that once Diddy falls, all eyes will be on Jay-Z. And there's already a lot of conspiracies, a lot of rumors about Beyonce and Jay-Z, especially Beyonce, girl. Have you heard the conspiracies? Ooh, the conspiracies are conspiracing. But, you know, at this point in time, like, obviously, it's just conspiracies. But, you know, with Diddy, it was all just conspiracies too. So I just feel like keep an eye out, you know, make sure that you check your sources, make sure that you know, don't believe everything you read, but keep a good part of your head open, girl, because in Hollywood, anything is possible, bitch. So, I mean, I'm like, girl, is all Hollywood going to move out of the U.S.? Like, do they think that moving is going to do something if, you know, they had any type of connection to all these allegations and it comes out in the future that they, you know, allegedly have ties to it? I don't care if they live in freaking an island in the middle of the ocean, girl. Listen, if we found Nemo, we can find you. Okay, period. Quote me on that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. It sounds to me like, you know, Ashton Kutcher just has a really bad taste in choosing friends. He has a really bad history of choosing friends and who he defends. Because when he defended Danny Masterson, I lost all respect for Ashton, if I'm being quite honest with you. And I'm just like, girl, you lost so much respect, you know, because Ashton Kutcher was like the punked guy. I mean, no one really ever took him that serious. And then when he did that, I was like, girl, do you want a career? Like, what is happening here, girl? Like, you know, I don't know about that. But anyways, girl, what do you think? Let me know in the comments here. Here's such a really interesting thing that, you know, that I just heard before I let you go is you are who you surround yourself with. That is so incredibly important. And it's so true. I really do believe that the people that you associate with speaks a lot about who you are, about your values, about your worth, about your tone in life, about what you want to offer the world. So if you hang out with garbage, you're going to start to smell too. Anyways, girl, what do we think? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have the best Sunday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.